Welcome back. And now I guess I just have to select the burner generator research. And this needs 20 science packs. Luckily I have probably produced them already. Hello, Banu. So there's a question mark. Yeah, that's a new game, for me at least. I found out that it is on sale on Steam right now.
Danger averted. With the station secured, we can shift our focus back to the factory. Good job.
This feels like a very annoying side quest.
You're right. Collecting biomass by hand isn't future-proof. We should use ignium ore and the burner generator so that we can automate our energy production.
It feels a bit like I'm using fossil fuel as an endless resource instead of just planting trees that I might then harvest forever, continuously. But that's just me. I do have a bunch of seeds. I would just have to be able to use them. I'm not sure if I can automate the process of farming seeds. But I guess this way I can get rid of some stuff from my inventory. That looks like a big tree. What's this? Anyway, I guess they need desert or something. I hope they grow a bit bigger. And I hope they are useful for something. Research is going. I guess I could start automating belts and platforms and machines. Probably if I automate platforms, I can at least soon get rid of all my space restrictions. And I wonder whether there is any kind of splitters available. I really wish I could see the actual rest of the landscape. What does this do? This is the building plane, sort of, but how does this help me? I guess I need to first craft more building blocks manually. And I will have to get out the... whatever they are called, technum rods. I think I will have to rebuild the mining and smelting setup here. It's a bit ugly. So I'll just dismantle a few things. I don't know how this bulk demolition works. It's really weird. I guess I'll just take the individual demolition instead. Okay. Now I guess I will try to at least build a few more platforms here. Just for the initial smelting. Okay, and then smelters. I guess I have a bunch of them available, theoretically. Don't really see where the panels are. I guess I want to rotate the one that's already there, but this is not Factorio, sadly, so I have to dismantle and replace. I guess 4 of them should be good enough. And now belts. And I will probably make a few more belts and loaders before I at any point can actually automate making belts and loaders.
That's a lot of new technology. The recently unlocked burner generator will be crucial to automate energy generation. You can send ignium ore from drone miners right into it. It's also more efficient. Our next task is a big one. It's time to make some profits. According to our corporate strategy document, there is a very simple transport robot design we can make with our limited technology. This transport bot shall be our first product. Yes, I know. We need to get it to the station to sell it. For that, we'll use shipping pads. Spaceships can land there to transport items between the planet and the station. We will need to buy our first spaceship. We still have some Firmalite stored on the station, which is the galactic currency. A broken hangar? All right, we'll have to repair it before we can buy a ship. Operator, you know how station upgrades work. Let's go.
So I need to do another useless task instead of concentrating on the factory. Great. I guess there's no search in here. There are a bunch of interesting decorative or building blocks. What's this container for? Large container to store item. This version cannot be automized with loaders and conveyors. Which one can? I guess yeah, the basic infrastructure gives me the logistic container. I guess that one can actually be properly used for anything. I would like to see where this apparent next task is. Conveyor level 2 sounds interesting, but Okay, this is what I need to do. But I'm not sure how interesting I find this new space capitalism story. I don't know how much that was in the demo, maybe it wasn't there. And now I'm out of power and I would like to use the scanner to find this ignium ore. In this direction. Among other things, I guess I will try to go that way, but also I need to maybe put more biomass in here so that the factory continues to work. Okay, this is ignium ore. I guess I might have to dig down a bit to get to it. This is a game about digging a hole. I should be close. Maybe it's an illusion. Yes, there's red stuff. Want to find a good connection. Maybe I need to actually build platforms to that place. I already forgot where exactly it was. I guess while I'm here I might destroy some trees to get biomass. So how do I repair the hangar bay? I guess I need to go to the spaceship panel. That's where I needed to go. Okay, I guess that's just going straight on. And I will just dig through here. Don't really want to go up and down too often. Did I just kill that tree? Did I not get anything from it? Okay, now I will try to dig down some kind of staircase. I guess these blocks need to properly connect to actually do something, to actually work and conduct power. Okay, I guess I didn't have to go down that far, but I guess I will still be able to mine something here. Might just build a miner. Drone miner. And probably I need a burner generator. And I might as well try adding a few more platforms down here. Maybe I can just mine directly into the burner generator at this point. Would also be nice to have an underground factory, but that would basically be Tectonica then. Right, there's the miner. Sadly, getting the stuff out of there will be a bit tricky. So maybe I will try to get things up and then do things up here with belts. I'll have to figure this out. I might also try to build the burner generator and see how big it is. Seems to actually be quite big. Does it work if it doesn't have the whole thing? Yeah. It doesn't work like that. I need more ground. Great. And now I want to get things out of there. I guess it's an output. Of course, there's no conveyor yet. So I will build one conveyor that way. I guess I can't have it going this direction, basically. And the slope can't be that steep. So I guess I need to drill even more. I guess I will have the belt go past the machine and have an inserter there. And then the belt might always go on to some other place if I need ignium or for something else. Might of course also do this and have the belt turn earlier. .8 megawatts is the maximum output. That's quite good. And it only inputs stuff if it's below 3 ignium ore. I guess now at least we have the power situation under control. And now there's a lot of technum rods. I guess I still need to build more belts, conveyor 1, and loaders, because I can't get to the next stage without doing that. What can I do with this? Wait. That is the middle mouse button. That's some emotes. Is this the only way to zoom out of the character? Maybe I could look at the controls, but I don't really care enough. Okay, there's slope down and slope up. If I press the right mouse button, I can select those things. I guess this would require some kind of splitter that I don't have. Also, the belt doesn't move me, so that doesn't work yet. I could, of course, always use these loaders as splitters to split off part of the belt. Anyway, I want to work on the next thing, which should be platforms, building blocks. And I have to tell this to be not the intake, but the output. And also this stuff should go to the other machine, which produces the research. I guess the production has stopped because I'm not inputting any materials anymore. Or technum rods. And the building blocks need to go somewhere. So I guess I will try crafting logistic containers. Not quite sure where to go with this. Okay, Q is copying the target block if I have it available. Basically the picker tool. Can I now build more of this belt? I would say the control and interface is not my favorite ever. At least now this might work. Science packs are being produced again. I think I just wanted to try to jump onto the building, but I can't get high enough. So let's instead get an output for the building block factory. And then I want to try putting this into a chest. So this chest has two different panels. I don't know why. It just says empty. And now it can take building blocks. I hope I can limit this somehow. Oh yeah, this is the amount of things I can block. I guess I will leave 3 stacks. Now this robot has a question mark again. I will ignore it for now, because I want to actually work on the factory rather than on weird other things. Things in space that have to do with capitalism. I wanted to try to jump onto that assembler. It worked. Okay, I didn't manage to jump up onto the spaceship. I guess the next things to do would be to produce belts and loaders. I already hate this factory layout because it's not very organized. But I guess I'm trying to collect some building blocks to make things better. To potentially build things higher up and be freed of these worldly limitations. Can I already build some kind of ramp that is not a belt? I guess there are things that I could research. Let me take a look at the research interface, which I could also do from here. So there are stairs. Xenoferrite plates. There are doors and ladders and decor 1. I don't know what that is about. I guess different kinds of building modes and shapes. Paint roller. Railings are basically fences. Character improvement, yeah, more inventory slots, why not? Can I have a research queue? I guess a balancer would be nice. And it probably does not remember the research you did before. I guess I will continue with the balancer for now. And I want to figure out where exactly I might want to build instead. I think I want to build in the sky. But I will have to find a place where I start the building process, basically. And I might need more of those ramps. At least while I don't have stairs. I might, of course, also, maybe that's the better choice, just build individual blocks to be a staircase. Might also be able to build from up here. I don't have to go down always. But the visual interface is a bit jarring. The whole screen turns green. And also how far I jump back is a bit unusual. Basically want to avoid jumping off accidentally. Might have to go higher if I want to not be in my spaceship. What's this about? I always jump down accidentally a few blocks. Okay. Now I build a big platform, or a half-big platform in the sky. It's not really the sky, it's more like medium platform height. But at least it's above the spaceship. Might also be able to build directly above it. Might also try to land on there. And drill into the ceiling. I don't know. Okay, now I would like to get even more platforms. And maybe I should not limit this chest at all, since it fills up quite quickly and I might need a lot of these platforms. Of course, delivering stuff up to the platform will be a challenge, but I guess I only have to deliver the 3 main resources. already out of platforms again. I guess I should work on some actual buildings that I place on the platform. I might work on a bus type system. Stairs would be nice for that. Or I should turn back on the auto climb. Let's see how that works. Yeah, that works. And I don't have to press jump all the time, but it's also annoying a bit. Okay. I have a platform, it looks quite dark at night. I think I would start by creating machine parts, but also I will have to build some kind of belt up here. Probably I need to split from there somewhere. At the moment I don't have a balancer or splitter. I guess I might always replace the way I'm doing that. Let's maybe check the direction of this belt. Should go up. Yeah, this is what I want. It's good that I can build multiple things at once. I don't have to build each thing individually. And now there are things in the way. I don't really want to wait until the balancer is researched. For now I will just choose a loader. And I wonder... Can that only load into... machine? Okay, it says intake no building. Yeah, I thought I could just move from one belt to another, but apparently I will have to build a splitter or a balancer. And more belts for now. Would you please shut up and not stand on my diagonal belt? Okay, that's a balancer. I just have to rotate it and then actually build it where the rest of the factory is. Sadly, I can't just hot replace things. wonder what just happened with this yellow block that appeared there. Okay, now we have the xenoferrite plates going up. I guess I will interact with you now, just so you shut up.
We did it! Automated power generation is the backbone of every factory. Okay, math genius. If it takes 8 small smelters to fill up a conveyor belt, then we'll build 8 for each metal ore.
Hi Pichu, thank you. I wonder if there's a specific direction I want to go in. Also, I might try how much biomass I get from these big trees. There are probably multiple different biomes with different properties. $38. I wonder what I will need biomass for in the future, because right now I can just power myself with this ignium ore. I would just call that coal. Might also try to store some things in the crate. For instance, all the dirt and rocky desert dirt and stone. Maybe even some of the biomass, since I don't need to burn it at the moment. Is there a sword? Yes. Okay, let's potentially build this hangar. I guess this construction will take a while. I wonder how long it will take for them to dismantle this ore patch and what I will do if that happens. I want to check the ignium situation. I guess I might just continue the belt here eventually, rather than building a splitter. At least this is full of ignium or rubble. So there's not much else to do. Good to know. I guess the game wants me to build more smelters. I might also just do that down here eventually. And I have no active research again. I will few more inventory slots. Okay, I will start by building a balancer, and I will try to craft even more balancers. And also I want to next craft belts and assemblers. Belts take xenoferrite plates and machine parts. Basically, machine parts are made from xenoferrite plates. That's basically iron plates and iron gear wheels in Factorio. I guess I will just make this go to the left or the right. And then I need to build assemblers. Assemblers are quite complicated. Already take quite a few components, the electronic components. Okay, wire coil. Yeah, that's basically mostly copper related stuff. Anyway, I want to do more research. There's another inventory size research, but I want to go for the second lane loader. I wonder how that works. I guess that's like a long-handed inserter. So this science pack needs conveyor and building blocks. I guess I will focus on stairs first. Maybe first I will try building one assembling machine per item to craft, and later I can always upgrade. But also I want the panels to be visible from my point of view, which might be the input side. Okay, configure assembler. This will be machine parts. And then input. I wonder how far I want to go or where I want to do the lanes exactly. I guess the next thing I will craft is belts, because I'm running out of belts constantly. I know that feeling from Factorio already, so that's nothing new. And I might also use some more splitters. And now I also see a way how I can avoid taking another lane at least right away. Yeah. Take a loader there. That will be input, output. I wonder how to do this exactly. I guess I will build a splitter. So I can't go directly through that. Another idea would be to go to the side. This might make it difficult for me to get this through here, and also might have to have a big distance between different resources. Still not sure how to build a proper bus in this game. Yeah, I need 2 blocks of freedom. I might as well remove things again. I think the space requirements there are kind of weird. That doesn't work. I guess I can't. Yeah, I need to dismantle this. I can't overbuild like in Factorio, just build over the thing that's already there. Good that Shift R rotates the other way. I sort of want these things to go somewhere else, so I can have more space to work with, at least for now. I don't have to have them go parallel all the time. So the ramp will be there, and then I will have, well, potentially I might also just do things very differently, so I will have to remove that ramp and that balancer again. Everything has to be parallel. I disagree sometimes. I mean, it's a very blocky world, so some things will be parallel. I guess these input and output lines will be parallel. But it might just be more effective to, in this case here, not have it parallel. Okay, this is where I wanted to build a balancer. Yeah, I guess there are always multiple ways to do things, but sometimes they have certain trade-offs. There's a lot of steam or smoke coming out of here. I guess the game said that it would take 8 smelters per mining operation. So I could still add 5 more smelters to this. Yeah, this game doesn't move you if you are standing on the belts. You have to go to other games for that, I guess. Factorio, Satisfactory, and Tectonica do that. At least I think Tectonica does it. And now I want to build one of those long-range loaders, or do I have to configure the loaders? I guess I might research something new. Oh, I haven't unlocked this yet. I guess I had worked on the stairs instead. Maybe I should build stairs. Would be nice to have an elevator as well. My hotbars are getting kind of full. That's much better than jumping a bunch of times. I guess it's 9 or 10 times. Yeah, 9 in total. From where I start jumping. And now if I continue building this, I already have prepared the belt factory at least. And again, I don't know if, how the orientation exactly is figured out. But I want the panel on this side. I guess that's also the side I'm coming onto the platform from. So this will be conveyor 1. I can just use a loader there. And then the second lane loader will be used for that lane. Might also try manually picking up some stuff and putting it in. And at least now I can half automatically produce these things. I could of course also just use a balancer in the meantime. I'm out of xenoferrite plates. I think I'll just go to these smelters down there and fetch some. And now I can put these belts into a chest. I wonder whether that would work with just one thing. Probably not. So I need to have a belt in between. And also I can configure the current loader I have with right clicking. So so I need 3 blocks of distance. That's kind of tedious, and I need 2 inserters. I guess I remember why I hate this demo. It is a lot more tedious than certain other games that I know and like. And this needs to be an output. I guess I might just wait until the belts are full. Don't really need to limit this. And I might look up what the second tier of belts needs. Okay, it also needs a conveyor 1, so I guess that makes things easier, since I can already use these belts if I want to get rid of them. I can craft the next tier out of them. I guess I can dismantle this building now. Possibly I can rebuild it somewhere else. I got the drop pod as a building in my inventory. I guess science packs are still being produced. Just takes a while for them to be crafted. So I will select the next research. I guess a better mining drill might be nice. Oops. Also it takes 50 science packs, so maybe not immediately. The next science pack might be good. I will need it eventually anyway, so I should just start with that. If I don't have anything urgent otherwise. Okay, I need to craft the longer loader. And then I need to put it on the hotbar. And now I can remove this loader. And for some reason there's a hole. Okay, we have belts. I guess the next good thing would be the loaders or the assemblers, and then I basically have all the things that I needed in this kind of process. Apart from maybe the longer loaders. And I already see that I need a lot more space eventually. I guess it's good that I automated platforms. And the game kind of wants me to kill the tree. Good that I can mine the tree from up there. Seems totally realistic. I guess I can't mine these platforms. So that's good. Okay, crafting. Assembler definitely needs electronic components, but the loader also needs that. So I should maybe work on electronic components next. For that, I need to get up the other material that I have forgotten the name of. Let me check if I find it. Technom rods. Yeah, how do I now get this up here? I think there's a way. I will build a balancer. Here. And then I might be able to get a big long lane ramp up there. And then I need more ramp parts. I guess those are different than ramp parts. So the in-your-face thing is a bit annoying. Having the interface in your face kind of defeats any kind of vision. At least I'm not getting thrown off the belt here. I mean, the belt isn't moving me, so I can't get thrown away. Now I wish I could see what I'm doing. But I can't really. So how about I try to build platforms? I guess I have to get some. So this is built not in an ideal place. I don't know how the game thinks I want to do just that. And I need to get used to not pressing Q if I want to let go of something. Can't I build backwards? What if I want to build this belt backwards? It's so annoying. So I guess I have to build it from there. And I guess I will use these platforms as an orientation if I don't build too many of them. So where exactly? Is this the right place? Guess I could go a tiny bit further. Sadly, I can't attach to the end of the belt. Possibly I can do that if I look from here. And if I aim exactly right, I can do that. And I can also fall off if I don't pay attention. Hello, sheep. So one thing is going up here and the other is going up around there. And I guess I can now hopefully finish getting this over here. Right. I am thinking about using a double-sided bus where I have copper, technum processing on the left side of the bus. I guess then I can also get closer to that ignium, coal place. Right. Can I kill this tree? I guess I will need more assembling machines, and I need to figure out what I'm missing. Currently I'm not missing anything to build them, I'm just missing assembling machines. I will build a few more loaders. And I guess I can just fetch belts from there. Two stacks should be good enough for a start. I don't know about that. I guess I will rather build another balancer, and maybe I should put a balancer on my first hotbar, since I need them more than, for instance, I don't know, smelters, or the biomass burners are not needed anymore. So balancers go where the biomass burner is. Drone miner I also don't really need that often. I guess I could put the logistic chest there for now. Okay, I could also do a research. I guess the Science Pack 2 is unlocked. I might go for a... maybe for lights. Not sure if I will build them, but they might help at night. Okay, I want the panel on that side. And then I will build wire coils. And I need to use the intake loaders. And I might also just get the technum rods to go further. I don't know what I need them for otherwise. I will have to figure out if I can see any recipes in here, or Yeah, now I'm missing Factoriopedia in this game. I guess there's F1 and there's F2. I don't know what the difference is. V. Okay, I guess that's a few helpful hotkeys or something. There's a flashlight. I don't think anything here will tell me about the uses of certain items. So I will just have to assume. That it might be used somewhere else. Okay, we have these coils. Hello, more.
Fancy.
I'm playing a rather tedious or complicated new, I mean for me it's new, factory game. And now I want to figure out what's next to craft. Oh yes, I need the technum rods and the wire coil for this to be crafted for this next item. I guess I will kill a few belts in favor of one balancer. Yeah, I guess there's a factory for factory games somewhere. And it doesn't always produce factory games to my liking. I guess someone needs to improve the factory. What does the horse girl factory do? Does it produce horse girls? I'm still thinking of programming something like a merge game that's also a factory game and something else. It had 4 Fs, I think. Fusion, factory, farm, and something else. Fusion basically referring to the merge part. Okay, now I will have these ramps. One up. Yeah, I guess one down. Then I need a belt in between up there. And then need to remove more stuff and build a balancer. And I guess I can already build belts that go through there. Factory game where everything you produce is supplies for taking care of horses and production equipment for producing these supplies. Tired of making just generic industry parts, yeah. Also should be full of horses everywhere. Sounds good. Maybe we have discussed this before, like a game for supporting animals in general, maybe. But I guess it could also be mainly horse themed. But yeah, the bad thing about this game is that you supply some kind of space station and it's more like a company and money is involved. I wonder if B would program such a horse-type game. But I could also try to think about it. I don't know if I will find the energy to actually craft such a game. But some of my game ideas went in that direction. So now I need to make sure that the panel is in the correct direction again. And I am thinking about using elevated belts. And that doesn't work. Switch to Shift F. Okay. Bulk Demolish lets you drag a rectangular prism and demolish everything inside with a few actions. Start by selecting the start point of the floor. Okay. Alt to snap the selection to the outer block. Whatever that means. Good. I don't remember playing shapes. Maybe it's too long ago. Maybe I saw them play it, but might have been too long ago. But yeah, maybe Noya's game can also contain such details and gameplay operations. Did you try Noya's bird game yet? I guess there is a playable version. I think it's also linked in Noya's Discord. It can be a quite hectic game. I guess there's a lot going on. A lot of Wuzo factor. Let's try adding these items to these machines. Now I need to set a recipe. Yeah, the zoom is quite difficult in this game, or the viewpoint. Sometimes I have a lot of stuff in my face, basically on the screen, and can't really see what I'm doing. This should be electronic components. Can I copy? Wait. I don't know if I can paste. I think I can't. I have to probably set this as well. I don't know if there's a Control V option or Shift right click, Shift left click like in Factorio. And now I will just try to put things out onto a belt. That didn't quite work. And this needs to be output. And now I basically have electronic parts. I guess the next task would be to produce assembling machines. In an assembling machine. I guess I could just make this go directly this way. And then I could use one of these further reaching loaders if I had one. And then I guess I would create or build another balancer. And again I need some ramps to bridge a gap. And I guess then I would try to build a splitter, or balancer as it is called in this game. And I guess I accidentally also removed this belt. It's kind of too easy to do that in this game. And I hate it for that. But also I guess my game would rather be 2D, that's much easier. Doesn't involve the struggles of how to select certain things in 3D space. What just happened? I sort of got teleported up or something. While I was building, and then I built it in the wrong place. Kind of need to go back on myself. And I guess I'll just build a double ramp. Why does that not properly connect? Okay, the electronic parts are going over everything else. I will just pretend that this is continuing. I guess, yeah, it's kind of bad that this has a very big bounding box that gets in the way sometimes. And then I forgot that I need to not be so close to the factory. That's fine. Now, does it already produce things? Yeah, it produces assembling machines, which I could for now put into a chest. I just need to remember that I need 3 spaces between that, because I need to build 2 loaders. And I need to configure one of the loaders to be an output. And then I might actually really limit this container, because I don't need that many assemblers probably. Platforming is kinda difficult in this game. Landing where you want to land. Jumping when and where you want to jump. Anyway, I guess that is it for today's stream. Thank you for watching.